up, red light on. Every big shot, every close call. From the basement kings to the clubhouse pros, we break it all down after it goes. Pop darts after the throw, run it back, let the highlights roll. From the backyard lines to the leagues, you know, we call the stats, we call the show. Pop darts after the throw, pop darts after the throw, pop darts after the throw.
Hey guys, what is going on today? Welcome to Pop Darts After the Throw, your weekly breakdown of everything happening in the world of Pop Darts. We're covering the latest league and tournament results, fresh power rankings, top plays of the week, smart strategies to sharpen your game, and a look ahead at the biggest upcoming events. So let's get into it. Alrighty guys, this is going to be your coverage for the week of January 26th through February 1st, 2026. And we're going to start off with Around the League. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get around the league with you guys. Our first league of the week is going to be the Houston Pop Darts League. And for the Houston Pop Darts League, they run a Monday night Pop Darts at Andy's Bar and Grill in Houston, Texas at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. They run singles of 2 rounds of round robin with double elimination bracket to follow. They also offer a $500 tower shot. In order to get into this tower shot, guys, you purchase tickets, which increases the pot size. If your ticket is chosen, you get to throw 4 pop darts from a distance of 20 feet. Every pop dart that you stick on that tower gets you 25% of that collective pot, guys. So you guys in the Houston area definitely want to check that out and get in some games with those guys. Now starting off with those results. In first place, we have Ray D in an undefeated bracket play. Second off, we have Paxton D, who takes a second round loss and wins out the loser's bracket, but takes a narrow loss of 21-20 to Ray in that championship round. And in third, we have MX Big E, who only had 6 points scored against in round robin play and takes a loss in the winner's final round to Ray, but cannot hold off Paxton in that loser's final. Next up, guys, we are going to have the Space Coast Pop Darts League. They host that out of House of Ashkelon in Titusville, Florida. They hold that on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Doubles this week for them with set teams. So they had predetermined teams going into this, and they did 4 rounds of round robin with a double elimination bracket to follow. In first place, we have Cole Hunter and Derek Dew, who went undefeated on the night, not taking a single loss to anybody. In second place, we have Mark G and Zach U, who went 2-2 in round robin, but managed to fight back in bracket play, but could not hold off a red-hot Cole and Derek to pull up the upset. And in third place, we have Jameson U and Rick U. That is a father and daughter-in-law team we have there, who took a Game 1 loss in the bracket, but fight all the way back just to fall short in the loser's final to Mark and Zach. All right, guys, next up, we're going to have Mad City Doinks, who holds our APL Virtual League on Tuesday nights at 6:45 Central Standard Time. In order to get into that, guys, all you guys need is a camera. They have a Google Meet you hop into with that camera, and then a board to play on and a device to measure 3 inches. We're going to have Luke coming in on with us in a few weeks here, and we're going to have him talking more about that virtual league. So hopefully you guys have those notifications turned on so you can learn more about that virtual, and we'll have Luke talk to you guys about that league. So we'll get into their standings for this week. Alrighty, guys. We had in first place, they do a 3 rounds of round robin single style with double elimination bracket after. And in first place, we have DJ Long, who is undefeated in brackets after placing 5th in that round robin. The next up, we have second place, Tom Holcomb, who is undefeated in round robin, but takes a Game 1 loss and is able to win out the loser's bracket, but cannot manage to take down a locked-in DJ, because when he's locked in, folks, he is really locked in. And in third place, we have Jeff Savage, who finished 5th in round robins, but makes his way to the finals of the winner's bracket, takes a narrow loss of 27-26 against DJ, and then takes his second loss to Tom, unfortunately. But next time, you're definitely going to get him, Jeff, because I've definitely seen your name on there multiple times before. All right, guys. Next up, we have Rose City Pop Darts. They're coming out of High Rocks Restaurant and Lounge this week out of Gladstone, Oregon on Tuesday p.m. Pacific Standard Time. They were running a single elimination tournament, single elimination tournament. I'm sorry. They had first place um, of Darty McFly, who went only undefeated, only had 22 points scored against him in 4 games. Which, like I said, guys, when you can keep that to less than or just over 1 game's worth of points in 4 games, that's just dominating your opponents. Second place we have Thor, and in third place we have Kevin S, who rebounds after that tough loss to Darty to pull off that third place win position. I'm sorry. All right, guys, and then on to our next group here. We're going to move on to the Maine Pop Darts gang coming out of Farmington, Maine. They had their Winter Carnival double elimination doubles tournament with set teams on Wednesday morning. They had first place was Zach and Luke, who went undefeated on the day. They had a second place, Carter and Anders, who takes a loss to Zach and Luke in the winner's bracket final, but they win the loser's bracket final, but can't defeat Zach and Luke in that championship game to get that win. And in third place, we have Finn and Oliver, who take a Game 1 loss to Zach and Luke, but make it to the finals of the loser's bracket, but just cannot win against Carter and Anders, who are trying to get that win, but still took second place, and Finn and Oliver in third. Congratulations, guys. Alrighty. And on to our next group, guys. We have the Plaid and Timber Pop Darts group coming at us. Plaid and Timber had their Pop Darts on their Wednesday night doing, at the Plaid and Timber Axe Throwing Company in Evansville, Indiana. They held that on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. They run a singles tournament with 4 rounds of round robin double elimination bracket to follow. In first place, we have Nick S, who is undefeated in round robin, but takes a loss to Kurt in the winner's bracket. Takes in the winner's final round and narrowly defeats Kyle at 21-20 in the loser's final round to make it to the championship round, where he then beats Kurt twice to secure the victory. So Nick had an eventful night after going undefeated in that round robin, and takes a loss in the winner's final to just win that losers and then come back and have to win twice is huge. Winning those twice is big time coming from that lower bracket. Kurt S takes second place, who wins out the winner's bracket, but cannot hold off Nick, who takes him down in 2 close games of 21-19 and 21-7. And in third place, we have Kyle Rickenbaugh, who takes a tough Game 1 loss to Kurt, but manages to take it all the way to the loser's final, but takes that narrow loss to Nick, 21-20. Man, you hate to see him go out like that, but we know he's going to bounce back next week. All right, guys, on to the next one. We have the DFW Pop Darts Club. They had the DFW Pop Darts open house at Drenger Axe Throwing in Bedford, Texas at Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. They run singles with 4 rounds of round robin double elimination bracket to follow. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at their results here. In first place, we had Benji, who is undefeated on the night. And in second place, we have Sam, who takes a Game 1 loss, but wins out in the loser's bracket, but is not able to secure that win against Ben in the championship game. And in third place, we have Tom, who takes a loss to Ben in the winner's bracket final, but cannot take down Sam in that loser's bracket final to make it back to that championship rounds. On to our next group here, we have Peepaw's Poppers. They had their official APL Thursday night leagues at Peepaw's Garage and Craft Brewery in Pinellas Park, Florida. They held their league on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They ran a singles tournament with 3 rounds of round robin with double elimination bracket to follow. And for those guys, we had first place of Long Distance Luke, who's showing up on these leaderboards again. He went undefeated until the championship game, where he takes a Game 1 loss, but is able to come back and secure that win in dominating fashion. I believe the final score on that game was a 21-25. We'll see it here in the bracket on the next slide to see that final score. Then next we have Slayer in second place, who takes a Game 1 loss, then cruises through that loser's bracket, only having 28 total points scored against him in those 4 games, and is able to get a win in the championship round against Long Distance Luke, but cannot manage to get that second win to win it all. But hey, he's a great competitor, did a lot of playing that night, and we definitely know we're going to see him again on that leaderboard. And in third place, we have Nigel, who takes a loss to Luke in the winner's bracket final and cannot hold off a Slayer, who is literally slaying his competitors in that lower bracket. Again, I've played against Nigel, and he's one of those axe throwers that's new to the sport and is definitely picking it up quick. So we'll definitely be seeing that name again up on the board for sure. And our last one of the night, guys, we have our Eastern Iowa Popdarts gang out there, and they're playing in Mount Vernon, Iowa. They played on Sunday, February 1st, 2026 at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. They ran a 3-round singles tournament with round robin to begin. Sorry, 3 rounds of round robin with that double elimination bracket to follow. And in first place, we have Blake C, aka Cathead Dad, who went undefeated on the night, only takes 22 points scored against in the bracket play. And big shout out to him. That was a tournament that he hit the 15-point shot to hit the T-knobber, followed by a tower shot to join DJ in the 15-point club to become the second member ever to earn those honors. Big shout out to you, Blake. Congratulations on that, sir. Second up, we have Brock S, who takes a tough loss to Blake in the winner's final round, then wins the loser's bracket final, only to fall short in the rematch against Blake in the championship round. Hey, Brock, we know you're going to get him next time, man. And then last up, but certainly not least, in third place, we have Mitchell C, aka Cathead Kid, who narrowly loses 21-20 to Brock in Game 2, goes on to win 4 in a row in the loser's bracket to make it to the final of the loser's bracket and a rematch game against Brock, but cannot manage to get the win against him and take home that victory. So good shout out to you. Good shooting out there, Mitchell. All right, guys, we're going to get into our next segment here, and that is going to be our top pops of the week. Top pops of the week. The throws that make us rewind, replay, and yell, no way, guys. All right, so the first one here we have coming to us from Space Goat Pop-Darts out of Titusville, Florida, in a game between Cole and Zach. And all I got to say, guys, we're just going to let the video speak for itself here, guys.
I'm just going to scooch in right here if you don't mind.
What am I supposed to do with that? That is one of the craziest things I've ever done.
All right, guys, I'm not sure if you saw it there, but he had 2 darts in position A and B, we'll call it there, almost kind of splitting it, but manages to split that dart in between the two. And I mean, that just goes to show you no matter how close some of those darts are, you are still able to fit one in between. So never be afraid to take those shots because you never know when you're going to stick them when it counts most. All right, guys, let's get into our second video that's coming again from Space Post Pop Darts as well with a walk-off T-knobber from Mark against Cole, guys. This is big here. Let's go ahead and see this one from Mark.
It is not lippy, by the way. That was a dirty dog bone. Honestly, hurts Mark more than it hurts Cole. Still cold. Oh, wow. Wow, he even called it.
Zach, I did it!
He even called it.
And that's shout out to Zach, his buddy there. And he also did call that shot before. He said, I have to hit this T-knobber to hit this win here. And when you can call him and hit him, guys, that's just saying something here. And all right, guys, our number 1 top pop of the week. This one's huge. This one's coming to us from the West Coast, out of Rose City Pop Darts in Oregon, where Brave Dart shows off some serious skills. Guys, I just got to let the video talk for itself here.
Oh, he wanted a double. Knocked out. Woo! Got it. Right. All right, here we go.
Oh my God! Yes!
That's 2. Oh.
All right, guys, so if you didn't see the score there on the side of that left corner because the phone got knocked off there, he was down 4-7, and then 2 back-to-back T-knobbers in back-to-back rounds secures that victory. Congratulations, Brave Dart. Huge, huge, huge. Back-to-back rounds, yes, you saw that right, guys. That is insane. All right, guys, we're going to get into our next segment here. Let's go ahead and check those power rankings, see who's climbing, who's falling, and who's holding onto those top spots. We did a different style here with these power rankings, guys. So how we did it this week is I created my own power rankings formula. I took your adjusted season points. So what I did was, if you're a bronze member, you stayed at 250. If you're gold or if you're diamond, I subtracted those extra 500 points to make it an even 250 with whatever season points you've earned for your wins. So everyone has an even playing field, no pay to win here in my rankings. It's really going to change up some things, and I really think it's going to surprise some people on what we see here. So we had those season points, we took your win percentage, and we took your SPR. As we get more stats throughout Scoreholio throughout the year, we'll be including some more of those, and I will be showing you at the end of this segment a total list. We also took into consideration you have to have a minimum of 25 played games. If you have not had 25 games, you will not see your name on this list. So guys, you want to get on the list? 25 games. Minimum requirement to get on there. Other than that, we're going to take SPR, win percentages, and your total season points. We're going to do a ranking. Number 1 in those gets the top points. All the way down to the lowest gets 1 point. And then we add them all up, and you will see what the final score is for our top, I think it's 21 or 22 players we have right now that kind of fall into that ranking. But until then, we're going to get into our top 3 players of the Popdarts after the throw power rankings. And here you go, folks. What you all want to see, your number 3 player on the power rankings is, drumroll please, Blake Covington, aka Cathead Dad. Blake has finished 9th overall in adjusted season points with 1,525, 2nd overall in win percentage with 87.5, and 3rd overall highest SPR with 61.13. Congratulations on being the 3rd highest ranked in our power rankings, Blake. Next up, we're going to have Zach Conlog, aka Trick Shot Zach. He has finished 8th overall in adjusted season points with 1,565, 1st overall with win percentage of 88.4%, 2nd overall in SPR with a 62.68. Congratulations, Zach, to being our number 2 highest ranked player in the Popdarts after the throw power rankings. And as you guys can see right here, we're going to have our last one, and you guys are probably already going to guess it. It is still the number 1 ranked player in the world, Cole Hunter. He's finished 1st overall in adjusted season points with 2,350 points. Guys, that is crazy. You can see the adjusted points difference is literally 1,800 points difference between him and his other competitors. 3rd overall win percentage an 86.8, and 1st overall in SPR with a 65.56. So guys, you can see in almost all the metrics these guys have are all 86 or higher percentage. They all have a 60% a 60 rating or higher on SPR. So guys, you want to know how to get in the top, you got to have high SPR, you got to have high win percentages, because you can tell those other 2 guys had 8th and 9th overall in those adjusted season rankings. So that doesn't mean it can't do anything. And like I promised, guys, here it is for you, your top 21 players who fall into the metrics of 25 minimum games and being a paid APL sanctioned member. There you go. We'll leave it up on the screen for you for a second. Pause it, screenshot it, see where you fell, see how much it shook up the rankings, because if you compare this to Scoreholio, I will tell you there is some huge changes between this and Scoreholio. So definitely take a look at that, guys, and go ahead and get that screenshot for yourselves, and we'll get into our next section here once you guys get that done. Alrighty, guys, now we're going to get into our next section here, and that is going to be our Popdarts preview. This is going to be our look ahead of all events and tournaments and everything like that in the Popdarts community. If you guys would like to have anything shouted out on this, please reach out to me on the YouTube, on the Facebook page, and I'll make sure to get your stuff, your info and everything for this segment. Alrighty, guys. First off, we're going to have, again, we got to talk about it and shout it out. It's this Florida Conference. It's the first ever conference tournament for any Popdarts community there is. So definitely come out if you're in the Southwest Florida area, Pinellas Park. It is going to be held at Peepaw's Garage. You're definitely going to check this out, guys. There's a meet and greet on Valentine's from 6 to 9. We have everything going on the 15th, the next day. 11 a.m. is going to be our start time, 10 a.m. check-in. Guaranteed $1,000 in cash for first place, no matter how many people are there. Going to be cash prizes, actual Indy race car there. I believe there's going to be drivers there, all kind of stuff. You can see it listed here. Sign up with that QR code. If you guys need any information, definitely reach out to myself, and I can get you connected to the correct people if you need any information on this. So definitely want to be a part of this. And then next up, I was just kind of scrolling through the pages and saw this and thought it'd be kind of cool to shout it out. Thursday the 12th at Stadiums on McLaughlin, Rose City Popdarts. If you're single, they got a Popdarts tournament for you. Portland, Vancouver areas, anybody singles over 40, meet and greet. It's free to play Popdarts. You know, go out and meet some singles. Maybe you'll find your future, doubles partner forever there. That's a really cool thing that they're doing out there, guys. So we appreciate you looking out for the singles crowd. If you're married, unfortunately, maybe you can help them go out there and run the tournament or something like that, or just go there and watch for some cool shots. But anybody that's single in that area, definitely go ahead and check that out. And guys, that's gonna be it for our show today. It was a good one. We appreciate everybody for all of your submissions for your tournaments, for your top shots of the week. Everything that you guys do to help us get this stream going, we really appreciate it. If you would like to see your top pops of the week, please reach out to me on the YouTube channel. I have it listed in the description below. So go ahead and do that, and I will get you guys on the the Facebook page. Add the Facebook page, and it's in the description down below, and go ahead and get that added up. Send me whatever videos you have with the description of what happened in it, and that way I can get you guys in the top pops of the week. Same thing with events. If you guys need any events or anything, shout it out. As long as it's Pop Darts related, go ahead, same thing, send me the info on the Facebook page, and we would love to shout you guys out. Until next time, guys, keep them stuck straight and tight to the T-knobber, guys. And until next time, later.